Good afternoon, everybody. Can you hear me okay? Yes, okay. Good afternoon, and welcome to Seed to Scale, the Agrifood Pitch Battle. My name is Lilian Nkatha. I'm a Senior Strategy Advisor for the Office of Innovation here at FAO. So, I think we have a really exciting few hours, if you have the patience for it, but I think it's going to be really fun. And we are going to go through a pitch battle with 12 different teams. The competitions that have been feeding startups to this competition here that we have today are Reboot the Earth, Hack for Safe Plates, All In, FAO's Elevate, the Global Agri-Inno Challenge, and the Nudgeathon. Now we have people coming here from all over the world, so we're going to have some really, really fun pitches to listen to. And just to remind you, these are winners already that have won other competitions, so that really means that this is the creme de la creme. I'd like to be able to start by opening the session, invite Vincent Martin, the Director of the Office of Innovation at FAO. Vincent?
Thank you. Thank you so much, Harinda. Welcome to this pitching battle. I'm really impressed to see the crowd here and how many we are in this room. I must say the Office of Innovation is quite recent in the history of FAO. We are celebrating the 80th anniversary of FAO, but the Office of Innovation is like 3-4 years old. So we are really a baby compared to the long history of the organization. But what I'm seeing today is the acceleration we are making in finding new solutions, in really trying hard to transform agri-food system in an equitable and inclusive way. And I must say, maybe 2 or 3 years ago, when we were having these kind of sessions, maybe we had a few teams pitching their solutions, and then we had 10 people in the room. And every year it's growing. And it's growing also because we are designing this pitching battle with partners. It's not an FAO pitching event. It's really several innovation challenges brought together. As Harinda said, la crème de la crème. I hope it's not a crème brûlée. I know if you're French, you will understand. But it's really, the top. You are really the winner of the winners. And I've heard some of you, when I was in China last month, pitching your solution. I was so impressed. So I know in this room, we've got different challenges brought together, fantastic solutions, and incredible entrepreneurs who are going really to show us how we can do the job. Because the question is, there is a sense of urgency today. When we talk about transforming agri-food system, it's very abstract in some ways. But actually, you are here to show us the way how we make it happen. For me, this kind of event, it's really where the science hits the ground. It's really where we create value. And we create value together. We create value with our colleagues from Zhejiang University and Pinduoduo, with whom we've organized the Global Agri-Inno Challenge. We create value with Wikifood Design Factory from Helsinki University, with whom this is the first joint innovation challenge we are organizing together. We are creating value with Seeding the Future, with Bernard and his team, who have such a long experience of creating such events. So that's why we are it's such a big crowd in this room, and that's why I think it will be extremely exciting. I must really say that I think it's one of my preferred favorite event of the whole Science and Innovation Forum. But don't tell anybody that, because there are so many sessions ongoing. But this one, I find it really, really exciting. And I must say my admiration to you, entrepreneurs, innovators, is limitless. Because to be frank, I don't think I would have taken the risk you are taking. You are taking risk, you are putting your funding into the equation, you believe in what you are doing, and it requires a lot of courage. So for me, it's really something, you have all my admiration. And one more thing is, if you are here, first of all, it's not by chance, it's because you are excellent, but if you are here, it's also because we share the same value, and you share a sense of purpose. And that's and I think the solution you are going to propose today have the potential, I mean, if we want to be ambitious, I would say to change the world, but at least to change your community, to change the regions where you are working, because you bring value, you bring sense. It's not any type of innovation challenge, deep tech type of challenge. It's really an innovation challenge organized by the FAO in the United Nations Food and Agriculture Organization, and we share the same value. So I'm really, really excited to hear your pitches, and I wish you good luck. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Vincent, for your inspiring words. Next, I'd like to actually call Edmond Anton. He's the founder of Nuelago Youth Transcend, and also the winner of the Global Agri-Inno Challenge of 2024, who's going to be talking to us about his journey. Please.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Edmond Nuelago. I'm the CEO and the founder of Nuelago Transcend. We are based in Tanzania, in East Africa. For the project that we are doing is a climate intelligence irrigation device that is driven with AI and integrated with IoT sensors. This innovation helps farmers to optimize irrigation. Last year, we participated in a Global Agro-Innovation Challenge, which is an initiative of FAO and Innovation Office. We won the challenge after presenting our outstanding solution of helping these smallholder farmers to optimize water by using a climate intelligence irrigation device that we branded it as Climate Smart Irrigator. Since last year now, and the experience that we received from the Global Agro-Innovation Challenge, which is the initiative of FAO, in partnership with Zhejiang University in China, we have managed to integrate the skills and the capacity and technical that we acquired since last year. From being a standalone irrigation device, now the device can also optimize fertigation and pesticide application. Since then, our device is not a smart irrigation device, but also it is a fertigation and pesticide application. This device helps the farmers to optimize water, optimize fertilizer and pesticide use. And it has managed to help an average of 20,000 smallholder farmers. And these farmers are enjoying the benefit of this device since it helped them to increase yields up to 3 times while optimizing the inputs. I want now to share a little bit on the experience entrepreneurship journey. I was born in a peasant family. And throughout my life, I've been working with my parents in small plots of farms who are peasants. The most of the time or period, we were using those local tools to do farming. And I remember in 2020, it happened, dry weather condition due to climate changes in East Africa. And in that time, we lost, my parents and other villagers who were peasants, lost tons of crops. And also their income also lost. It was a terrible situation. And from that point, it's when now I note that I have to find the solution and to move from business as usual of using local tools to modern tools. And that was the starting of coming up with a climate intelligence irrigation device branded as Climate Smart Irrigator. for the agripreneurs who you are inside here, I assure you we are in the right track of doing agribusiness, since there is no one country in this world which can develop without investing or developing its agricultural system. So, being in the agripreneurship, it's also a blessed, because we have to work hard, seriously, making sure that we are producing food on a sustainable basis, just like what we are doing. Because our innovation, it doesn't harm the environment, but also it assures sustainable agriculture production, but also helps these smallholder farmers to improve their life through increasing their yields, and also assures a sustainable production system. So I will also welcome you to join me on 22nd of this October, as I will be contesting in Africa Sustainable Award in London, which is organized by Financial Times and the World Bank. Thanks very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Edmund. Thank you so much for your inspiring story. I didn't know the background of that. Let me first ask the entire room, have you all received a card when you were entering? Yes? Okay. In case you haven't, we have some colleagues around the corners of the rooms to be able to give you one. So now we get to the active part of the session. So each one of you have been given a card, A, B, C, D. And we're going to be breaking out into 4 different booths, as you can see screens in the back of the room. And what I'd like for you to be able to do is, once you go there, there's going to be 4 different teams that are going to be pitching to you. 4 different booths where you have 3 different teams in each one of them pitching to you. And after that, we're going to be displaying a QR code for a Mentimeter where you can vote across the 3 different teams. You can, of course, also vote for more than one, so just keep that in mind, but we'll remind you later on. Okay, can I get everybody to stand up and break out across the different letters? So A, B, C, and D. Thank you. Oh, sorry. A is over on that side, so we start over there. A, B, C, and D. Thank you. You want me to announce? You. Okay, before we get started, hopefully everybody's organized themselves. In corner A, we have Griffiths, who's going to be presenting for AI for biochar. And then after him, we're going to have Kravidi, who's going to be presenting for Agrisaki. And then finally, Eric Lawrence Simindu, who's going to be presenting for Hinga Transit AI. So that's for Team A. Each one is going to have 5 minutes. In corner B, we have Elena, who's going to be presenting for Seed Cycle, Jing Tong, who's going to be presenting for Muyuan Cloud Computing Technology Company Limited, and then Tarek, who's going to be presenting for Hello Tree. In corner C, Zach, who's going to be presenting for Verdia Diagnostics, Karn, who's going to be presenting for Terramera, and Lilian, who's going to be presenting for Toothpick Company Limited. And finally, in corner D, we have Amit, who's going to be presenting for Urja Development Solutions, Hazem, who's going to be presenting for Basket of Life, and Rebecca for Hackerculture. All right? Every team has 5 minutes to be able to start pitching. Is everybody ready? All right. Let's get going. Team number 1. One, thank you very much. We'll rotate now to team number 2. Just going to wait for everybody to get set up on the presentations. This screen is off. Sorry, we're having a couple of technical difficulties. We're just... Sorry, we're... just one second, we're just going to wait for everybody to start at the same time. They're just setting up on this screen here, I think. Everything okay here? There. You have this is your presentation. Everybody set? Okay, 5 minutes. Thank you very much, Team 2. We're going to be wrapping up and then go to Team 3. If we can get you set up, please. No, I just want to, once everybody's set up, we'll get going for the third round. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Everybody okay? I see everybody's slides are up. Section B, section C. Okay, ready? Oh, sorry. Sorry, we're waiting just until everybody's set up. I'll kick it off and the timer will start going. We're almost there. We have BCD. Sorry, everyone. A couple of technical difficulties. I see some logins happening. Okay, Team A? All right, everybody 5 minutes. Okay. Teams 3, thank you very much. As you make your way to the seats, please note the QR code over here, where you can give your votes for the favorite teams. All right, everyone, if I can get you to settle back down. And again, the QR code for the voting is up here. Remember, you can vote for more than one team. Is also on the back. So the QR code is also on the back of the card that had the letter of the booth that you were going to, in case you need any help. Okay. If I can get everybody to settle back down. Now what's going to happen is that the votes are going to start getting tallied up. I hope everybody can see it. The QR code, I hope. Can I get some thumbs up just to get a sense? Did we get our votes in? Yes? Yes? I only see 4 thumbs up, but all right. Okay. I'd like actually to be able to invite Dan Gustafsson to come up on stage. Sorry, can I get everybody to sort of settle down, please? Thank you. So we have a bit of programming while the votes are being tallied. And Dan Gustafsson is going to be one of our first speakers. Thanks, Dan. If you want to take any of these microphones.
Thanks very much. I hate to take time away from more presentations, actually, because they're so interesting. But I just say a few words while we're waiting for the votes to tally, and maybe explain a little bit why we think this is so important. It's always been the pitch battle since the start of Science and Innovation Forum has always been really fun and really exciting. But this part in particular, in this year, when we are showing the database, the Seeding the Future presentation, and the ATIO database and searchable, really remarkable tool that a number of you have seen and saw this morning in the acceleration zone. But I want to just reiterate, I think, why from FAO's perspective this is so important. And it started, I think, in some ways with my engagement on this with Bernard von Lingerich from Seeding the Future Foundation, when we were working together, on, as advisory board members for another initiative unrelated to this. But he felt so bad about the non-winners of Seeding the Future competition that don't get enough attention. And there are a lot of really, really good innovations that come out of that challenge, only very few of which, let's say 1%, are prize winners. But the next 1% is conceivably equally good. It's just hard to decide between the two, and maybe even the next one also. So what could we do as FAO? Would there be a way that FAO could help disseminate those innovations, and partly just so other people know what they are and could learn from them, but also to see if we couldn't get more funding and to get interest from investors and so on. And that really is where things, I think, started to move. And I think we see that also since almost all of you are in the database. And we think it's great that you're in the database. We think it's wonderful as a tribute to your innovation and your hard work to be in there, and your ideas are up. But what we really want is for other people to understand and to see what you've got easily searched. And the ones that I've seen now in Group B, fantastic. A lot of that will generate all of them will generate interest elsewhere. And I think that's really what we are after. And I would just close by saying really how pleased I am that this can be part, again this year, and even in an expanded way, of the World Food Forum, where it's FAO's role not to show what we do, right, which is all good stuff, and I'm proud to be associated with it, but where we really have a role in disseminating what all of you are doing and the innovations. And we hope that it leads to replication. We hope it leads to, in some ways, competition for some of you, maybe in other parts of the world. And we really hope it leads to more funding from investors and governments and what you've seen, and more awareness of all your creative ideas. And that's really, I think, what we are after. And that's what's so exciting about being here for me. So thank you very much, and good luck to all of you. You're all winners. And the ones that are going to win today are sort of special, but everybody who is here is already a winner in so many ways, and we hope that your innovations are much more widely known after today. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dan. Thank you. And in fact, that's perfect. In fact, just to continue, we're going to play a video shortly to be able to show you a little bit more about the Science, Technology, and Innovation portal, the STI portal.
Welcome to the Seeding the Future Global Food System Innovation Database and Network. To start, our platform showcases more than 650 pre-vetted, peer-reviewed innovations selected from over 3,000 teams of scientists, entrepreneurs, and innovators from around the world, all focusing on transforming food systems with a strong focus on the Global South. It is built on the Global Food System Challenge, founded by Seeding the Future Foundation and hosted by Welthungerhilfe. It provides up to $1 million each year to breakthrough solutions. Although only about 1.5% of all applications win an award, the potential for impact from many non-winning applications is enormous, and therefore the reason for creating this database. Now, those innovations live in one place, hosted on FAO's Science, Technology, and Innovation portal. Here, you'll find a trusted entry point for exploring practical, scalable, and field-ready solutions. The database serves three groups: investor communities and philanthropic organizations looking for high-potential and investable innovations, national or international organizations interested in advancing the Sustainable Development Goals, and finally, innovator teams themselves, connecting with peers to seek advice and share experiences. For example, an investment firm may search for solar innovations in Kenya with significant measurable impact, operational status, for-profit structures, and women in leadership. The database returns 7 organizations that fit those criteria. Or consider a country director examining AI applications in farming in Rwanda. 4 operational projects emerge. Expanding the search to Uganda, Kenya, and Tanzania brings the number to 17, spanning for-profits, non-profits, social enterprises, and universities. Each profile offers more information: a project description, areas of expertise, human and environmental impact, recognition level, and award year. To make discovery even easier, the platform includes an AI-powered assistant to connect you with the most relevant innovations. Let's ask Atiyo. show me nonprofits working on school feeding programs and community nutrition in Nigeria. 7 active peers. Gatio gives me their profiles, contacts, and collaboration details instantly. This is more than search. It's your smart companion, guiding you directly to the innovations and connections that can make the biggest impact. This is how the database functions. By connecting people and ideas across borders, it ties together practical innovations that can shape the future of food systems. It is more than a collection of projects. It is a growing network where entrepreneurs, scientists, funders, and practitioners converge to share solutions, build trust, and accelerate impact. Going forward, the Seeding the Future database will continue to expand, adding high-potential innovations from new challenge rounds and vetted innovations from other competitions as well. Together, we are creating a global movement where science, technology, entrepreneurship, and partnership converge to benefit the health of people and the planet.
And I'd like actually to call up Bernard van Glengerik, the founder and CEO of Seeding the Future Foundation. Bernard can speak to us a little bit more about the initiative behind this. Oh, you could. Okay.
It says Face ID. Okay. I need to find my speech. I won't find it, so I speak without my notes.
No, take a minute.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe I'll quickly explain. So we will actually have another round of pitches up here on stage. So one of the things that will happen is all the votes that you have done for the 4 different booths, they're now being tallied up. And this is going to bring a selection of 6 startups. And those 6 startups will come up on stage and pitch again to a panel that I'm going to be introducing, with Bernard being the first one. Bernard?
Great.
Over to you.
Thank you very much. Sometimes in the most precious moments, when you know you've got something important to say, or hopefully something important, the computer gets into hibernation mode. And all of you innovators would know what that means. This is, however, less critical than when you're in the field. You're running a piece of equipment, try to pump water from one place to another, and all of a sudden you have a power shutdown. So that's much more serious. So I appreciate your patience. Excellencies, distinguished colleagues, partners, and friends. It's really an honor to be here with you today at FAO headquarters on World Food Day. And in this special year, as FAO celebrates 80 years of advancing global food security. First, allow me to thank FAO, its Chief Scientist, Beth Crawford, and the Science and Innovation team for their vision, their hospitality, and for giving me the privilege to share a special announcement with you today. I have the honor and pleasure to announce a partnership between FAO and Seeding the Future Foundation and the launch of the Science, Technology, and Innovation Portal collaborative space for agri-tech startups, which is what you just saw. This portal will also host the Seeding the Future Global Food System Innovation Database and Network, which is a growing platform designed to accelerate impact across global food systems. It will be powered by our trusted partner Welthungerhilfe, one of the world's leading international NGOs, and will offer innovators, policymakers, investors, and practitioners everywhere across the most promising pre-vetted solutions for food system transformation. Let me share briefly who we are and why we created this database. And you probably get a sense from what Dan was saying and what was shown in the video. Our core value in our foundation is that everyone must always have equitable access to safe and nutritious food. Food that is affordable, appealing, and trusted. Chronic hunger is unacceptable. Number 2, inspired, visionary teams of young innovators, scientists, and entrepreneurs, like all of you, collaborating across disciplines and cultures, can develop transformative solutions that improve the health of both people and the planet. And third, the highest impact innovations are always human-centered. Building on these beliefs, our vision is a global food system that always provides safe and nutritious food for all, food that is affordable, appealing, and trusted, and that improves the livelihood and health of people and planet. And our mission is to support impactful initiatives that help to reach that vision and transform food systems to be more regenerative, nutritious, and equitable for everyone. Our flagship is the annual Seeding the Future Global Food System Challenge, which is awarding $1 million each year in prizes and grants. And the challenge focuses on the intersection of 3 innovation domains. The first domain is safe and nutritious food for healthy diets. The second domain is sustainable and regenerative practices that keep food systems within planetary boundaries. And the third domain is equitable access to food that is affordable, appealing, and trusted. And any innovation which meets any one of those and does not meet any other but violates another is not counting. So we cannot make good on one end but not do damage to the earth on the other, or we cannot do good for the earth and not having a nutritious food on the other. So any innovation that comes our way can come from any place in the food value chain, but it needs to be in this intersect of these 3 innovation domains. The challenge is running annually to build a powerful innovation pipeline over time, which is beginning to show in the database and network, and here's why. The last 4 years, we've drawn over 4,000 teams in the meanwhile from more than 100 countries, and only 1% become award winners. Every cycle reveals many more high potential innovations, finalists, semi-finalists, runner-ups, and it is so difficult to make a choice between number 1, who is the winner, and number 2, he's not a winner. And it's so difficult and it's cruciating for the selection committees, which we see, and many times the non-winners, nobody hears about the non-winners. So our mission is to make all the non-winners shine and the semi-finalists and finalists, so they have a place to actually get accelerated and also make an impact. So we feel that these innovations deserve to be seen, recognized, and supported by investors, by global organizations, and by peers. We also saw that many early-stage innovations could benefit from connecting with others working on similar ideas who may be further along, perhaps in another country or regions. And this insight led us to create the Seeding the Future Global Food System Database and Network. As the video showed, it has more than 650 high-impact innovations from past challenges, and will soon include pre-vetted innovations from other leading competitions, such as FAO's own Startup Innovation Award, the Transformative Research Challenge, MIT Solve, who we are working with as well, and others. It's designed to serve 3 key audiences. First, not in priority order, but there are 3 audiences. First, investors and philanthropists who can explore a curated pipeline of vetted opportunities across different stages, from early emerging ideas to operational enterprises. We had a wonderful side event this morning where we heard there's a capital continuum where early stage innovations, they might look for $20,000, $100,000, or to $300,000 for a non-dilutive influx of capital, but then there are other investors that are looking more for let's say, $5 to $10 million investments. And the challenge actually provides both. We have 3 groups of awards. We have seed grants of $25,000. We have growth grants of $100,000. We have grant prizes of $250,000. And those grant prizes are the bridge to institutional investors and to other investors. And this database is now hosted on FAO's ICI portal and powered by Welthungerhilfe, and will continue to grow each year. It's evolving into a global hub for food system transformation and a collaborative space where science, innovation, entrepreneurship, finance, and partnership converge to improve both livelihood and the health of people and our planet. None of this would be possible without strong partnerships. So I want to express again our foundation's sincere gratitude to FAO for entering into this partnership with us. Our common goal is to support the thousands of passionate and innovative teams striving to transform food systems around the world and make a real impact for the people in need. My thanks also go to Welthungerhilfe for its commitment and trust as our operating partner. And above all, to the thousands of innovators who have shared their ideas with us and those still to come. We believe in the power of many, and together you are seeding the future. Equitable access to safe and nutritious food must never be a privilege, must never be a privilege for some. It is a right for all. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Bernard. And Bernard is actually going to go through the challenge of having to evaluate startups as our jury number one. Can I now call on Haiwei Wang, the Vice President at Pinduoduo, over to the stage, please. Would you like the microphone, or?
I think that's a video before
Yes.
my speech.
Yes.
No video?
Sorry?
Is there a video before my speech?
Oh, I apologize. Yes, there is. I apologize. Yes, actually, this is my fault. We're actually going to be playing a video right now.
I can stay here with you.
Yes, that's perfect. We'll keep each other company. And it's actually going to be a video of a startup story through the Global Agri-Inno Challenge.
Hello, my name is Robinson Lopez. I am the founder of Identi. We use blockchain and artificial intelligence to connect farmers in all the world to Web3 technology. I had the opportunity to participate in the last year Global Agri-Inno Challenge, and I won the gold prize. And thanks to that, I had the opportunity to travel to Rome to the World Food Forum, supported by FAO and Pinduoduo. Thanks to that, actually, I had the opportunity to share what we have been working to different officers from different countries. And one of them, actually, was the Ministry of Agriculture of Peru. Thanks to that, we started a discussion and a relationship to how our technology could be used by the government to connect farmers in remote areas without having access to internet to different kind of digital services. And thanks to that, right now, we are starting a collaboration, actually, with the Agricultural Bank. And actually, thanks to that, also this year, we have closed our pre-seed investment round, actually, from different kind of angel investor and VC firms. And actually, thanks to that, right now, we are increasing, actually, our team, increasing the work we are doing, and hopefully, actually, close a deal in Shenzhen, because we're traveling next week to get new partners and corporates. So, actually, what I want to share is, like, this opportunity is really good. I actually recommend everybody to take part of being of this amazing program. It's not just a cultural opportunity to learn from different regions and other entrepreneurs, but also to learn how actually business and relationships are working in a national level with governments and ministers, but also in a business and corporate level, as an example here in China. So please, everybody, I recommend to actually take the opportunity to be part of this amazing program. I've made amazing connections here. Actually, I've met many people and other founders that are sharing the same challenge, but also sharing the same opportunities. And we have decided to start working together, developing some pilots, and I'm pretty sure we will collaborate and have some more news later. My recommendation to other agripreneurs in all around the world is, like, please, guys, think outside the box. The world is more connected than what we think. And this is the best place to verify that. Build strong connections, make good friends, but also open your mind to and learn all this new knowledge that actually is happening My recommendation to agripreneurs in all around the world is to, guys, think outside the box. You have to be here. You have to learn what is happening here. Actually, it's a really good place to build new friends, to learn about new technology, but also build an amazing ecosystem of possible solutions and collaborations.
Thank you. Yes, of course.
Distinguished guests, partners, entrepreneurs, and friends, good afternoon. It is a great honor to join you here in Rome as a co-organizer of the Global Agri-Inno Challenge. This year marks the 80th anniversary of the FAO. On behalf of Pinduoduo, I would like to extend our sincere congratulations to the FAO for its remarkable achievements in promoting global food security. This is my second time attending the World Food Forum. Last year on this stage, I was deeply impressed by this young man from Peru, Robinson, the team leader of the 2024 Gold Award-winning team, Identity, in the Global Agri-Inno Challenge. In July last year, they were providing services for farmers in Peru. Soon after, they traveled half across the world to Hangzhou, China for the GAC Roadshow, and then stepped onto the stage of the World Food Forum, presenting to global industry experts and investors. The past May, they were invited to Dali, China, to participate in the Startup Bootcamp hosted by Pinduoduo, communicating extensively with Chinese agricultural universities and negotiating collaborations with Chinese manufacturers. Through his journey, I see the spirit convened by this year's forum theme, hand in hand for better foods and a better future. International organizations, multinational corporations, and research institutions are joining hands to build mechanisms that help agri-entrepreneurs transcend national boundaries, leverage global resources, and promote local agricultural development tailored to local conditions. The FAO initiates and drives this whole endeavor, and Pinduoduo is honored to have contributed as a part of it. The partnership between Pinduoduo and the FAO was born from the Global Agri-Inno Challenge. Over the past 5 years, through the joint efforts of the FAO, Zhejiang University, and Pinduoduo, the GAC has evolved from just a competition into a stage showcasing the power and vitality of young talents. It encourages young entrepreneurs worldwide to use IT technology and creativity to propel agriculture towards a sustainable future. We have witnessed hundreds of outstanding projects from all continents, progressing from seed to scale, from the lab to field application. The 2020 Silver Award team, Tianfubi Valley, used the Internet of Things and blockchain technology to free beekeepers from traditional patterns that heavily relied on weather conditions. The 2021 Gold Award team, Grow For Me, built a digital aggregation platform tailored for African agriculture communities, bringing smallholder farmers online for the first time. The 2022 Gold Award team, Hi Mr. N, demonstrated the vast potential of smart robotics in agriculture. Pinduoduo started in agriculture and we are an e-commerce platform with dirt on our boats. Therefore, we pay particular attention to the development of the agriculture industry and insist on long-term investment in agriculture research. Beyond the global Agri-Inno Challenge, Pinduoduo also consistently supports other agriculture technology innovation contests, like the Duoduo Agri Research Tech Challenge and the National Science and Technology Backyard Competition. In a Chinese village in Dali, Yunnan, over 100 postgraduate students are stationed there all year round to address Erhai Lake's ecological production and increase farmers' incomes. They make the village their home, live and work together with the farmers, and willingly take on those tough tasks. They spend their 3 years of postgraduate research in the fields. Pinduoduo helped them build an intelligent management system using digital means to help farmers apply fertilizer scientifically and improve the local environment. One of them, Yang Jing, was determined not only to increase field yields, but also to raise farmers' incomes. After graduation, she started her own business in the village, aggregating premium goods from dozens of science and technology backyards, and using the Pinduoduo platform for branding and sales. The explosive growth of her online store has brought her closer to her dream. Pinduoduo remains committed to subsidizing high-quality agriculture products and supporting qualified new generation farmers. This strategy has driven rapid growth in agriculture sales and attracted more and more youth to the sector. Here's an example. Nowadays, it's the harvest season for a kind of pear called Shandong Autumn pear in China. A 30-year-old young man and his team are running a non-stop live stream on Pinduoduo, selling over 10,000 boxes of pears a day. Their goal this year is to help local villagers sell 8,000 tons of autumn moon pears, a number beyond imagination a decade ago. Today, the world has entered the age of AI. Technologies like artificial intelligence and blockchain are transforming every industry, and agriculture is no exception. In this era of intelligent development, the younger generation is not only at the forefront of technological innovation, but also actively promoting the widespread adoption and equitable distribution of these advancements. We aspire to cultivate a new generation of farmers who are well-versed in technology, grounded in practicality, and equipped with a digital mindset. Through their efforts, we aim to inject continuous vitality into the transformation of agriculture and food systems in China and around the world, fostering sustainable development and shared prosperity. This forum brings together friends from various industries and fields to discuss how to bring innovation to agriculture and build a more efficient and sustainable global agriculture food system. We look forward to your inspiring presentations and valuable insights. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Haiwei. So Bernard and Haiwei make up two of our three panelists, and our third is Jacqueline Pina, who is our FAO representative in Egypt. So welcome, Jacqueline. What's going to happen now is I'm going to call one team at a time, 6 teams in total, and they're going to have a chance to pitch for 4 minutes each, with 3 minutes of questions and answers from the panel. I think before I mention any names, why don't we give a round of applause to all the teams, please? I have to say, I've done pitching before, and it's very nerve-wracking, and I think that they've done such a wonderful job from everything that I've seen here. Okay, the first team to start pitching is Agrisaki. Can I bring you up on stage, please? Agrisaki. Ah, wonderful. Ladies and gentlemen, Agrisaki, you have 4 minutes. Good luck.
Good afternoon, everyone. How many people eat chicken here? Chicken. Okay, I also eat chicken very well. So next slide. Is that my slides are there? Okay, I will explain. Basically, I'm from India. Myself, Madhulash Babu. So in India, mostly I eat chicken every day. And in poultry industry, we have very big problem. Like we saw poultry, right? In poultry, chickens are everywhere. Like it's a group-wise, they will incubate eggs and chickens as well. So in that industry, the major problem is, in that industry, the major problem is if the chicken get illness, so it will spread to another chicken. Like that, the bird flu will come. At that time, lot of chickens will die. And a lot of environmental cause also there. Because many chickens are dying, we need to use the dead bodies somewhere. We need to throw the dead bodies somewhere. And also a lot of environmental cause is there. And also a lot of economic problem is there. So we are solving it with the AI farm box. In our AI farm box, we are detecting the chicken vocals. For example, if the chicken is giving eggs, it will give one kind of sound. And if the chicken is eating, it needs some food, it will give different kind of sound. Like that, we will take that sound and we will analyze with our AI farm box. Like we will train our AI farm box with our data, and we will compare with the data. And we will indicate this data to the farmer mobile phone. Like with that farm box, we will connect with the farmer mobile phone. If the chickens are getting illness, we will give some message to the farmer, and immediately he can take care of some possible solutions. If the chickens are getting hungry, immediately we will feed them. Like that, we are detecting with our AI farm box, and also we are taking the different weather conditions as well, temperature, humidity, and pH value with our farm box. And technical feasibility, like we are using different system, like we will use microcontrollers, we will create the AI inbuilt system. And also we are communication, we are using LoRa and all this stuff. And we have done our POC. You can see here, in this POC, we are getting the temperature, humidity, and also if we upload chicken voice, so it will give the indication if the chicken is getting illness or it needs some food. Like that, it will give some indication by using lights. This is our POC photos. And also, these are the environmental conditions, what we are facing with the dead bodies and all stuff. And competitors, right now we have one competitor in Nigeria, in our, what we seen in our research. So they are monitoring these stuffs like temperature and also humidity, pH value. But we are using the chicken vocals as well for the early prevention. And this is the market size. You can see the global market size. You can see 322 billions in 2023. This is the poultry market size. And scalability, like we will sell this farm box to the farmers directly, like B2B, and also we'll sell this farm box to the government. So government can give the subsidized prices to the farmers as well. And potential impact, we are monitoring farmers, enabling easy use for farmers. And go-to-market strategy, like we will connect with the NGOs and all other stuff, and we'll help the farmers to know about our product in all over the world. Growth strategies. This is my team. I'm Madhulash Babu. I did my electronics and MBA as well. I'm an entrepreneur with some edtech product. And also we have Ajay and Dindu. And we have the unit economics here. Like we want to sell our product. It's around selling price is $112. Like this is the unit economics, and gross margin is around 56%. And cost of product we are making, it's around $56. And we have mobile subsidiary as well, like farmer can pay some amount and they will get additional benefits, like we will give the how to solve that problem. For example, if the chicken is getting illness every day, so we will consult them and we will give the better solution for them to prevent the problem. Thank you.
Voice of chickens and make a correlation to a disease or projecting disease. So congratulations to this idea. My question is, how many units have you sold and what's your plan? Where do you want to be in 5 years?
Like right now we are at POC stage, like our proof of concept is done. Right now we are making our prototype. And we want to solve this problem mostly in India. That is our target market right now. And if there are any opportunities, we will establish our farm in different countries as well. That is my present plan.
I have a question. The core value of your...
It's not.
The core value of your SaaS platform lies in health alerts and AI insights. However, I wonder, are smallholders willing to pay on a recurring basis? What was the renewal rate data from the previous pilot?
I didn't get it, sorry.
Question is, are smallholders willing to pay on a recurring basis for your SaaS platform?
Yeah, that is the final stage. But right now we are focusing on the farm box. There is no subsidized subscription basis, but we are giving subscription only for the additional benefits. For example, farmers don't know how to solve that problem. In that aspects, we will give the subscription and we will pay them whenever they want.
Thank you for the excellent idea, and congratulations on the model, developing it. My question is, you mentioned that part of the service would be giving advice to the farmers if they do. How does that plug in to where does the advice come from? Who provides it, and where does the technical advice come from? Is that plugged into government and standards? And
no. It's in their mobile only. Anyway, we are giving farm box with one mobile app. In that mobile app, we have the option called they can connect them in easily any local languages. So if they want, they will pay some amount and we will connect them and we will give the best solution for poultry farmers. Yeah.
Just another question. You mentioned that the unit cost for the farmer is about $112.
Yes.
And there would be a subscription if they want to. Have you studied if that is something that is feasible for the local Indian livestock farmer?
Yeah, that is possible. What is our initial research? Because the poultry industry is very big and farmers need more investment to establish that poultry farm. So that's why they can afford our product. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. An applause for
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Okay, team number 2 is the basket of life. Can I get you on stage, please? Congratulations. There's a timer here and the clicker's here. Perfect.
Good afternoon. I am Dr. Hazem Hassan from Al Balqa Al University, Basket Life Startup. We are working in initiative turning the loss of food in the market to worth. Our problem that we have a lot of food lost due to misuse or packaging or post-harvest conditions. This market, this number can achieve 154 millions per MENA region. We try to apply our 9 bioeconomical policy, which is 9 Rs. We fragment the system of food lossing and packaging and try to find a new policy applying the credit marketplace and initiative for the farmer apply this certificate and then issue a bond of some to transfer the byproduct to a new product can be used. After we analyze the 9 Rs strategy with different sectors, Basket of Life, which is initiative for packaging smart package, can apply the 6 Rs from the 9 Rs, and the partners who will buy this package will have the rest of these Rs as partner potential. The feasibility for our policy application, we fragment the food system and we pick some fragment to apply this 9R policy. Then we can produce a sales certificate for this product to be handled after the packaging or after the food has been transferred from shape to another shapes. Then flexible biological regulation by this policy. The food must be meet some criteria to be handled, and after that make a national council for agriculture which can deal with this extra food to be applied. This coordinate of circular agriculture products will, rather than linear, to be biocircular. The establishment of data flow and hot map after the analysis, which is data driven, and then using of the sandbox of from different tools to estimate the fate of these products, and after that scale the pilot on the national level. We apply this in our area in Jordan, and then roll out the circular product certificate to be issued with the food, integrate the bioeconomy policy, and align this with the global bioeconomy, and finally integrate this policy with application. The competitor on the indirect and direct, this policy can affect the anti-waste law and also the dynamic pricing, low price or expiry material, which sell in low price, and also the traceability platforms and cold chain alliance and donation legislation, which can affected by 9R because there is rules to be handled for this material. Why Basket of Life is good? Because we have a circular. After fragmentation, the system is widely approached. We can generate a different jobs and initiative to be handle this food with a regulation and certification body. This can be reduced by circular to reach the safe circularity focus and digital transparency immigration. And all this we can handle it as a dashboard in the National Council, which will be reducing material. To scale up after we fragment the high loss of food, sector expansion, we can move more for plastic and another material feed of animals, and global certificate to reduce the waste of material. The impact of this policy can affect empower of human and over SMEs and reduce run fits. We can penetrate the market, scale up and apply in different sectors. If we can save 25% of our losses, we can save 9 million almost. This is our team. And finally, we training ways to work safely. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Basket of Life. We have 3 minutes of questions.
Yeah, I have a question related to your business model and who are your customers? Are they along the value chain, each individual one? what is the way for you to generate value and capture value?
Yeah. First of all, we have 4 levels of customers. The governments and the registration law in the bodies in the country, the food producer, and also the food handling and transportation, and post-harvest companies such as cold transfer and another. How we can generate revenue from our application of this policy? By applying this policy, we can issue a certificate, each type of food, which the fate will become after a certain of time. So they can transfer from edible food to make as feed for animal, then to be composite, and then we can be fertilizer. So we can magnify the benefit from the food by this cycle of chain. Thank you.
Wait, I have a question. I heard you mentioned using the data-driven digital tools. Could you specify the function of these digital tools?
We applied some data about the strawberry exporting from Jordan, which have a short shelf life. By use this material, and we have certified for some organic farmers to handle this strawberry after 7 days to transfer to another production, which is molasses, and then produce it as a feed of animals, and then between this, some farmers change it to be as drink. So we put a chain for the product of fragmentation, and it calculates the revenue for these farmers. This application in the Jordan Valley for strawberry farmers.
Hello and congratulations. My question is a bit related to highways, because my question was, have you run it as a model following one product? And you've already answered that in the strawberry example. However, my question is, in that case, you're following the product, but have you also calculated how many jobs were created through that?
Yeah, definitely, because there's a new startup work with some farmers in Jordan Valley, producing the recycled package for this strawberry, first of all. And after that, some women's startup produce molasses and jams from the strawberry, try to have this material after 1 week or 2 weeks from presenting this material in the market, and so on.
Okay, thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, basket of life. And now, can I call the third team, Hello Tree. Oh, sorry, from this side. Congratulations. Thank you. So you'll have a timer here. And the clicker. And the big one to move forward. Yeah.
Hello, everyone. My name is Tariq Mbarak, and I'm here today to introduce you to SFIC, Smart Food Import Control. This is basically a solution for me and the children of a father that has lost $1 million in export due to missing predictive solutions, and for me as a father for a 5-month baby, caring about what she will eat when she grows up. These two issues results in a $100 billion problem worldwide. Look at these numbers. Every year, especially also in this room, 600 million people are affected by foodborne illness. This results in $110 billion annual cost of food safety failures globally. And Some regions, like for example in the NINA region, we rely 70% on our food due to imported food. Pause time, please. Not working.
No. Can I pause the timer for a second, please?
Back.
Okay.
How bad?
We'll add a few seconds.
One is back.
That's back, yeah.
No back. Okay. So our software basically is the first software to be based or powered by AI and backed by blockchain technology for tamper-proof records. We mix blockchain, AI, FAO methodologies, and frameworks to get our software. One example is in wheat import. Our AI detects fungal contamination risk due to weather conditions in Ukraine and directly recommends Canadian wheat sources to other or to the importer. Also, we leave a blockchain record just to keep an audit trail for the decisions. This would result in 40% reduction in food waste, 60% reduction in customs, and 75% reduction in rejected shipments. We have currently a running MVP, which you can please feel free to check. It's on sfc.hello3.com. And we basically plan to launch the first phase in 6 months when we finish the development and also get certain data from some governments. Phase 2 is to have a multi-regional expansion, and phase 3 is hopefully a global expansion. We are in a market that has 0 direct competitors. We've built our software or idea on 3 different softwares: FDA Predict, EU Traces, and also some national systems that are already being used. FDA Predict is only predictive. EU Traces has certification only. We are predictive, AI-powered, and blockchain secured, and also can work locally and globally. All right. Sorry. So for phase 1, as I said, we will launch in the NINA region. Phase 2, expand to ASEAN and LATAM. And phase 3, global standard. Also, we offer our software to different type of countries. For developed countries, we will offer them a we call it on-site full platform. For infrastructure limited countries, we'll give them a SaaS model. And we also have a farmer integration, which helps the farmer knows what to plant, what to grow, and to where to sell it when it grows. This is our financial model. Basically, our revenue stream is divided 50% from government licensing, 35% from commercial subscriptions, and 10% from API services. This is our team, and we're also backed by Hello3, a leading development company in Lebanon. Ready to transform food safety? Again, 0 direct competitors, $2.4 trillion global market, and 100% FAO framework implementation. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Sorry for the technical challenges. The jury.
Presentation and congratulations. The group comes from Lebanon. My question is, why did you also target Egypt?
Egypt is also part of the NINA region. All the countries in the NINA region really import food. The total is around 70%. So 2 big markets, one is Egypt and one is Lebanon, and also because those 2 countries are not really developed. So if the platform or the software works in these 2 countries, like for Lebanon, we have no data. So it's gonna be very hard to get the data. So if we were able to get the data in an undeveloped country like ours, we will definitely be able to get the data from different other countries.
I have a question. I'm thinking that convincing countries to move away from their existing systems to adapt your system, it will be quite challenging. So what plan do you have to break through these barriers?
Basically, we are not here to remove any software, nor to create a new headache for countries or for people to use a new software. What we're here to do is to integrate AI and blockchain within their current systems. So for example, if you have a country with already pre-existing systems for import and export, we can simply integrate with your system through APIs to simply say what shipments are risky and what shipments are not, and also to be able to know which exporters usually have low grades and which exporters have usually high grades. So the softwares that the countries are already using, these are the developed countries, which will be the easiest part or the easiest ones for us to integrate with.
In relation to your idea,
Thank you.
I think this is very extremely interesting. My question is, if you have no competitor currently, as soon as you will be successful, people try to copycat what you have. So how do you protect yourself from somebody else coming in? Do you have IP? Do you have trade secrets? And what's your strategy in terms of protecting what you have?
Honestly, we are looking to, based on what we won with the FAO and SFDA, is an incubation program. With that incubation program, the main things that I want to solve are not the technical part, it's mainly all these parts related to IP, how not to be a copycat, and so on. Technically, how I can see that we can't be a copycat, if we start and we have 4 or 5 countries, we will have an edge on any other competitor due to the data that we will collect from these 4 or 5 countries. And also, one of the plans that we have in mind is to take all the countries that will work with us, definitely with their consent, and connect them through one global platform where countries can know what this country is importing, exporting. So the data is key, but also some legal stuff should take place. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And as the fourth team, can I call Muyan Cloud?
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Qu Xintong, and this is my colleague Hu Dong. We are representing Muyuan Cloud Computing Technology, and it's a real honor to present you with our project, Muyuan Swine Herd Real-Time Guard Battle. Our breakthrough technology has not only helped China control African swine fever, but also provide the global pig industry with a proven and replicable solution. So first, let's start with a problem. African swine fever is one of the most devastating animal diseases in history. Within just 1 year, it wiped out the 40% of the China's pig herd and caused global losses over $100 billion. Today, we still don't have the vaccination for this disease. However, we are glad to contribute with our cutting-edge technology that drives the real impact. So our solution mainly includes the 4 innovations. The first one, 4-layer air filtration system. Second, precision ventilation. Third, sterilization and deodorization system. And the last one, intelligent environmental control. With all this combined, we have reached a 99.9% of the sterilization rate and filtered out 96.8% of the PM2.5 particles from the air, ensuring that pigs can breathe clean and spring-like air all year round. On the health side, we have collected over 200,000 of vocalization samples through our pig cough monitor, and our AI diagnosis system can diagnose the disease of the pigs with the accuracy of 95.4%. along with our needle-free injection, which can save the vaccination cost by 60 to 80% per dose. And today, we have brought our pig cough monitor. So on the bottom of this device are equipped with 8 microphones that collects the pig sound. And then the sound will upload to our AI diagnosis system that will automatically use the algorithm to detect the sneeze and cough, which will give the pig farmers an early alert up to 7 days so they can take precautions before the disease happens. Besides, we have our self-developed intelligent system, for example, like the environmental control, feeding, and patrol inspection. All this combined, it forms an integrated solution, ensures that we can control African swine fever with stable and, to put it more effectively, control it. Compared with our international peers, we are also globally leading, evident by plus 90 yuan profit per pig through our intelligent control system, and 10% higher efficiency in needle-free injection, and also the 7 days earlier disease alert thanks to AI. Our research model is also financially strong. Every 1 yuan investment in research and development could generate 7 yuan in return, a total of 700% of R&D, ROI. And our business model is also scalable. By integrating the upstream technologies, we can provide hardware, software, data consulting, and tailored services for the pig farms and research institutes. Here is our R&D teams who translates the innovation into real-world benefits. And that's all. Our vision is simple and clear. We want to shape the whole global pig farming industry with our digital technology, and we're really looking forward to build the more efficient, simpler, and more easier way of pig farming together with you. And if you're interested, I really recommend you to scan this QR code.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I'll hand it over to the jury, please.
Congratulations. And I noticed that you mentioned you're providing a low-cost, simplified solution for smallholders. Could you specify the actual cost? Is it affordable for this target group?
So now we have applied the low-cost, affordable, and hardware phase. And instead, we have gained our revenue from, we can ask them to pay us the subscription fee, which is not as high as other companies are providing. And based on what they have subscribed or what we have provided to the small farmers, so we can tailor the price for them to suit their needs.
A quick follow-up question to the one before. When you say small farmers, what's the size of the piggery or the farming that we are looking at? The models that we've seen were a little bit more high-tech and quite big. So is how big or how small would be a small farmer in this model?
So the smallest scale of our pig farmers, for example, if they can produce 3,000 pigs per year, they can adopt our intelligent solutions, which will be of great help.
My question is, how many systems have you commercialized until now?
How many systems? About 8 systems in total, which includes the intelligent patrol system and the feeding, and together so on, all the intelligent systems.
How do you measure success from a technical perspective?
And so as long as it will be beneficial for the pig production and it will generate the real results, no matter when it comes to the financially or the technically, we will define it as a success.
Okay. Any other questions? Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Muyu and Cloud. And over to the fifth team. I'm going to call up Toothpick Technologies, please. Congratulations. This is the one to move forward.
Hello. So the pretty purple flower you see on your screen may look harmless, but it's actually Africa's biggest threat to food security. It's called striga weed, and it's affecting Africa's staple crops like maize, sorghum, millet, and upland rice. Across sub-Saharan Africa, it has affected over 50 million hectares by attaching itself to the roots of this crop, sucking out the nutrients, and depleting yield by 20 to 100%. So farmers have tried a few ways to mitigate the striga problem, but these ways are not able to improve the crop yield, reduce the striga seed bank. These ways are also proving to be expensive to the farmers and also not accessible to these farmers. So this is where our solution comes in. Our solution uses a selected strain of fungi known as Fusarium oxysporum, species Strigae. Its mode of action is by suicidal germination. It secretes 3 amino acids, methionine, which triggers germination of striga, then leucine and tyrosine, which kills striga before it's able to attack the crops. Our solution is host-specific, meaning it won't harm any other crop or weed in the farm. We did our proof of concept trials on 500 farms and saw a yield increase of 56.5% in the long-range season and 42% in the short-range season. This is an example of a solution at work in the farm. You can see the first picture where we have almost 100% crop loss, and this is the result after just one treatment. It's important to note that our solution has become one of the first bioherbicides to be commercialized in the world. According to a study by one of our partners, it means once farmers have used our solution, they're getting at least 450 kg more yield increase in their maize farms after just one treatment. This means that depending on the market rate, they are able to get an additional income of at least $125. So for every 10,000 acres we are treating, we are increasing into the community's economy, over $1.25 million. And our surveys are showing that 44% of our farmers prefer prioritizing directing the extra income towards paying school fees for their children, meaning we're not just improving the yield, we're also improving the livelihoods of our farmers. We have established a very strong field presence in Kenya, and we are continuing to pursue partnerships with seed companies and distributors like One Acre Fund and Apollo Agriculture to ensure that farmers are able to access our technology. We are also pursuing expansion into other countries in Africa, including Ethiopia, Nigeria, and Ghana, where we have received funding to initiate trials there. So we have been at this for a while now, having started our R&D in 2007, we received a commercial approval for this seed coating powder in June 2023, and in its first full year in the market, we were able to generate a revenue of $120,000. In 2025, we've been able to increase our farmer reach by 35%, and we are on track to break even in 2028 at 44,000 acres, having served over 80,000 farmers. We are also expecting to receive commercial approval in Uganda in 2026 and in Tanzania in 2027. My name is Lilian Nkatha, thank you.
I'm going to cut you off. Thank you so much. You hold on to this, I'll just take this. You have 3 minutes for questions from the panel. Yeah? Thank you.
Yeah, I have a question for you. The product's shelf life currently depends on cold chain storage, which is largely unavailable among smallholders farmers in Africa. So what's your plan to resolve this problem?
We are continuing research on ways to improve the shelf life, but for now, the communication we give to our farmers is they should be buying this product just before the season starts, so it's fresh for them. And once they buy it at the moment, it has a shelf life of 1 year at room temperature. But the distributors we are supplying, we make sure they have fridges to store the product so that by the time it's getting to the farmers, it's viable and fresh. Thank you.
Thank you.
Other support services or advice you provide to the farmers throughout the use of for the use of the product, or who do you work with when providing additional support information?
So we are working with seed distributors like One Acre Fund and Apollo Agriculture, who are very concerned with training farmers on the best practices in the farm. We also work with the Farm to Market Alliance, who have lead farmers in the villages, training farmers on the best practices as well. We also have a lot of sales promoters who are training farmers at the distribution points on how to use the product and otherwise, yeah.
Thank you. It's a wonderful presentation, and it's really great to see the progress of the company over the past years and in the future. My question is related to weeds other than Streba. What's your strategy going forward? Are you considering to expand this technology or the technology platform to other weeds, or are you staying with Streba for the moment?
Okay, can I get help on that question? Can I get help on that question?
Okay. Yes, so this technology can be transferred to other weeds. It would mean this is host specific. We would need to isolate new Fusarium oxysporum formispeciale, whatever that weed is. We established a science team in 2018 across 12 other countries in Africa and have trained them in the strain selection process with the idea that they could eventually build out this platform for use in other parts of the world even, including the United States, where we have a lot of herbicide resistance. Thanks.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you, Toothpick. Thanks. And our sixth and final team is Verdia Diagnostic. Can I call you onto stage, please? Congratulations. Here you go. This is a clicker. This is to move forward.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, hello everybody. I'm Zach Hetzler, CEO and co-founder of Verdia Diagnostics. So as we're all here, we all know there's lots of really significant problems facing the agricultural industry. one of the most significant of which is huge amounts of crops that are lost due to plant diseases. In fact, we lose up to about 40% of all our food crops every year due to pests and pathogens. Obviously, it's a huge social problem, but also a huge economic impact around the world as well. This problem is only really actually accelerating with climate change. And one of the major problems behind this huge amount of loss is that growers really identify pathogens in the field too late. They typically use visual diagnosis, so looking for visual symptoms on their crops, which is really too late to mitigate the spread of disease. So growers really just don't have access to field deployable, easy to use tools to diagnose disease in real time. And there have actually been previous studies that show early warning systems for diagnostics can cut crop loss by about half. So we're focused on this area. We've developed a technology that can detect disease early, essentially through smell. So we all, you and I, and even plants have their own specific odor about them and about us. And then actually that smell profile actually changes depending on how we feel. So our sensor leverages this behavior in crops to detect disease much earlier. So we actually monitor volatile organic compounds released from plants. So this includes chemical biomarkers like aldehydes, alcohols, for example. And through this monitoring method, we can detect disease about 3 to 7 days earlier than visual symptoms emerge. So we've tested this in proof of concept experiments on tomatoes for detection of 4 different pathogens. So in addition to early disease detection, we can also monitor some plant biometrics as well as the plant microclimate. So with this tool, we really hope to provide this to growers to give them much more kind of plant-level insights into what's actually happening in their fields. So we're starting with greenhouses or controlled environment agriculture, mainly for market-driven reasons. Diseases transmit much faster indoors due to the closed-loop cultivation systems. They also have much higher investment in the facilities and the crops themselves. And so we're going to deploy a network of sensors across a field and provide kind of a front-end software for growers that'll essentially throw up kind of a check engine light if anyone's sensing node detects a problem. Obviously, we're not planning to stop just at greenhouses. We really want to deploy this as a kind of much simpler tool for rural smallholder farmers, where it could be deployed as something with essentially same sensing network that can send out SMS or WhatsApp in local languages to alert farmers of a problem and provide even potential solutions. So I hope I've communicated the benefit of early disease detection, but there's also several other kind of downstream benefits, including reduction of agricultural pesticides, because we know when and where diseases are occurring much earlier. But we also think we can start to link, because VOCs are a general stress biomarker, not just disease indicator, start to link what, where, and when stresses are occurring, which is super valuable, obviously, for growers to know. And so just to give you a sense of what this looks like for tomatoes, we're planning to expand, obviously, to other crops as well, but it's dozens of tons per hectare per year, depending on indoor versus outdoor growing. So again, how we're planning to actually stage this out. So planning on having commercial or controlled environment ag essentially be our kind of commercial engine that gets us up to scale, helps us develop an economy of scale. And just to show some CEA-heavy countries, I have a few down here. And for global smallholders, we're planning on deploying this with a subsidized-based approach where it can provide insights to multiple levels of the ag ecosystem. Just for the sake of time, I'll move past traction very quickly. This is our team, very deep technical experience. I have 6 years of sensor development experience, moving to entrepreneurial side right now.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone, so much.
All right, thank you very much. I'll leave it over to the jury for 3 minutes of questions and answers. I can take the...
Oh, sure. Question? If I may ask, in the food space, there's something like the electronic nose, and then the next advancement is a chip which has implemented like receptor cells from dogs, and I want, because it's an incredible technology, and I wonder. At the base of your technology is probably the chip, which is detecting the smell. And did you develop the chip yourself, or did you license it in? And if you develop it yourself, what's the IP situation?
Yeah, great question. So it's developed ourselves. We're a university spin-out. So we've developed it. Obviously, the university owns that, but we've licensed it. So we've licensed the patent, which is pending right now. So it is patent pending. We've licensed that to ourselves. Thank you.
Okay, congratulations. I will ask a question about your future plan. If you secure the investment, what are the key areas where the funds will be allocated?
Great question, yeah. So number one, there's a few areas. So we're between proof of concept and pilots right now. So one of the points on the traction slide that I kind of went by very quickly was we have a couple of greenhouse growers that we're partnered with that have signed letters of intent for paid pilots. So we're essentially trying to accrue funds to be able to reach that pilot kind of scale, but also making really key hires. So I'm the only full-time employee right now. So I'm, as a lot of early startup founders do, I'm kind of doing everything. So I would really like to hire chief technical officer and other operations people to help us kind of reach that scale.
A quick one from me. The amount that the group is trying to raise for piloting, correct?
That's right.
Yes, and it's piloting in the States?
That's right.
No plans to pilot elsewhere, perhaps in countries where plant diseases, for instance, are really significant?
So we want to be able to reach that level of scale. One of the other drivers for starting with CEA is that we really also need to do a little bit of technical development to increase the robustness of the sensor. So with the really wide fluctuations in conditions in outdoor, it could get rained on, fluctuations in temperature. That's one of the things we need to work on is increasing the robustness of the sensor in addition to the market drivers for CEA, but to be able to get it in the outdoor environment. So once we reach that stage, we would really like to deploy it in more resource-limited settings that have the problems you mentioned.
Okay. Any other questions? No? All right. Well, thank you very much for your diagnostic. Thanks. Okay. So these are the 6 pitches from the different teams. I'll just read out the names one more time. We had Agrisaki, Basket of Life, Hello Tree, Muyuan Cloud, Toothpick Company, and Verdia Diagnostic. And the winner is... I'm just joking. We won't know until later on after the next session. So please stick around. We have a 10-minute break, and then we're going to have another session for the Data for Farm Value Challenge.